Hello, skis. This is down in Outlands, where little kids go to have terrible adventures. I'm your King Ginger. Everyone go around. Oh, I just want to point out really quick before anyone says anything. Excuse me. No Savannah, no /charity tonight. Shannon's not feeling well, so send out those positive vibes her way. So yes, introduce yourselves and your characters, and what's your favorite ice cream?
Ooh, like freezer ice cream or ice cream from out?
Ice cream in general.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm Cassandra. I play Amulet Sticky Fingers, who is a very tough, maybe, I don't know, Kender barbarian. I don't really like having less people because you can see more in my room. This is weird. I think my favorite ice cream is a good old cookie dough blizzard from Dairy Queen.
That's a good one.
All right, I am Nate. I am playing Twigs Strike, Otterkin Rogue Warlock. And I like all the ice creams. Gimme.
This is fair.
Solid. It's a solid list, all of them. It's hard to follow all of them, but I'll try. I'm Warrior. I play Monty, a GIF fighter, and I also play Akko, who is a dead Gnoll fighter. Who's thriving in the afterlife, so don't feel bad. My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. Although I had a really good mango soft serve with chamoy thing at the fair yesterday. So if you're in Minnesota and go to the state fair, go to the Midtown Market booth. Have a really good mango soft serve. It's like $6 and it's like this big. It's so much. It's like the best deal at the fair. I got it and I was like, I wasn't ready.
I can't handle that quantity.
You're like, my body was not ready.
I'm so full of corn dogs already.
All right, well, let's jump right in.
What's
tonight.
your favorite ice cream, though?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Moose Tracks a lot.
Moose Tracks is good.
Yeah, I don't really have like one that I favor above all others because I just like ice cream a lot.
I hear it.
Now, Ben, is it ice cream or custard if you get given the choice?
My choice is frozen custard.
Oh yeah, frozen custard all day.
Because my belly is much happier.
Frozen custard all day long.
My smooth belly is much happier when I have frozen custard. All right. So, I'm sort of out of sorts. Give me a second to grab a de-ice.
Is de-ice is that your abbreviation for ice cream?
I wish. I would love some ice cream right now.
De-ice and dairy ice.
I had Schwann's drop off more ice cream today. You just gotta bring some up when you're done.
I will be. I deserve it. All right. Because I deserve it.
You can deserve ice cream. That's fine.
All right. Cassandra, Amulet, roll initiative.
Oh shit! I almost forgot where I left off on. Oh no, that was bad. I rolled a 2.
Oh.
That gives
Okay.
me a 4. That makes me sad.
I'm going. Bad guy, go first. So what happens is kind of give you kind of a heads up of what's going on. You Casket, and
You hear the squeak too?
That's me. That's my door.
okay. I was like, what am I
Came in
doing?
to get Puppies came in to get the laundry, and our door is being comically squeaky today. So
I thought it was something like
A
someone
ghost.
someone in the room.
He's doing it to fuck with me, but he was doing it.
Nice. All right. So you and Dresk and Keska made your way down the spiral of the infinite hallway, and you saw Norhand being choked by a figure inside, beyond one of the mirrors / portals. When the being stepped out of the portal and sees you, you get a look at them, and they look just like Norhand, like identical, except for their features are far more sunken and shriveled. And just as Norhand slumps into unconsciousness, they turn and look at you with a smile that's just inhumanly too wide.
Ew.
They snap their fingers, and you hear cracking. And some of the mirrors around you start to shatter.
Oh shit.
And when they shatter, the shards form bipedal humanoids and attack the three of you.
Oh no.
And when that happens, the kind of sallow-looking Norhand looks at you and winks, and then goes invisible.
Oh, but didn't run away anywhere, just invisible where they were standing?
You see them go invisible. Like it's purposefully like, look at me, I'm going invisible. All right.
Well, sweet.
So I go invisible.
Yeah. So here comes the attacks. And there's going to be 2 on you to start with, Amulet.
Okay.
Does either a 17 or an 18 hit?
They both hit.
Oh, that's not good for you.
Oh.
16 necrotic and
God.
12 more necrotic. So 28 total.
Well, that's not great, because I was already hurt somehow. I was down 6. Okay. Nope, but I can't do math.
So Keska barks at you to get Norhand, and she and Dresk start attacking these shattered glass golems.
Okay. Did she go first? Or may I go first?
They're handling that in the background. What are you doing? I'm more worried about what you're doing.
I mean, if she said she meant the real the real Norhand, right?
That's what you're assuming.
So can I?
By the way, the thing that hit you, you could not see it.
Oh, great. Great. Well, I'm assuming she meant real Norhand, so I need to try to go through the mirror? Can I?
The body of Norhand is still on the floor.
Oh, is it on my side of the mirror?
Yeah, it didn't get pulled through the mirror.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
It just got choked into unconsciousness.
I'm gonna. Oh, shit. I am going to rage.
Fair.
And because that takes a full action, I will then go stand over Norhand.
Oh yeah, I get an attack of opportunity.
and be ready to swing.
But I miss. In fact, I rolled a 1. So for a second, this thing becomes like when you look across a very hot piece of pavement and you see that kind of shimmery heat that interferes with your vision. That's
Okay.
what this looks like for a second. And you see it shimmer from a kind of ugly version of Norhand to something that looks incredibly fiendish in nature and then shimmers back into invisibility.
Can I keep my eye on that spot to see if I see any more shimmering that happens?
I will let you make your next attack. You know what? No, I won't, because they'll go before you. Never mind.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Raging is transforming as a whole action.
Yep.
So
Action to move. Keska and Dresk start their combat, and as Keska's sight starts to get a little overwhelmed, Dresk jumps off of the spiral staircase and transforms into his dragon form.
Ooh, dragon.
So now we're back at the top of the pop. Here comes those attacks again at you.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
One misses, one hits. One was a really good hit, and the other is a real bad miss.
Okay.
For 11. 11 necrotic.
Okay. Ooh, it's not good. I am definitely below half. Oh boy, I haven't been in a fight in a while.
I love how you're just like, ooh.
This is nervous. Like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing.
So if you're going to melee attack this, it's at a disadvantage because it is invisible.
As a free action, can I spit in his direction and see if my spit lands anywhere?
Yes, and you can have an inspiration for that. That's wildly inventive.
Okay, it's the only water I have on hand.
I just
Yes.
figured it was some blood out of your mouth from getting hit so much.
Well, maybe that too. It's probably a little all of the above. I put a little extra phlegm in it too, just because I don't like them.
I would like you to make me a regular ranged attack at +2. We'll give you a +2 because it's just kind of it's a literal spray.
15? No, +2, 17?
You can see this entity. You can see the flecks of saliva and blood all over, and it kind of looks down and realizes, like, oh shit. That was one of your attack actions, just so you know.
Oh, I said a free action. You didn't say anything.
Oh, did you really?
I said as a free action, could I spit?
Then if I okayed that, then it was a free action. That's
Well,
my
you
error,
didn't.
not yours.
You didn't just tell me no. So can I do?
No,
it?
no, I said yes first, so it's a yes.
I mean, is he within melee? Because I'll give up my move action for that.
No, he's within melee because that's how
Okay.
he's attacking you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna hit him twice. And one good roll, one not. So one's a 17 and
That
one's
hits.
a 9.
9 does not. You also have an inspiration if you'd like to re-roll that 13 or 9. I mean.
Fuck yeah, let's re-roll it. Let's just spend it. Oh yeah, I rolled a 17 on the second one.
So 2 big hits.
FYI, I maxed my damage on the first dice roll.
So when you hit, you can see like images within this being. It's like you're hitting and cracking a mirror, and then it fades back into invisibility. So literally, you're just attacking where your phlegm, spit, and blood is.
That's wrong. 34.
34 points of damage.
I maxed my first roll. I rolled a 12 on a 12, and then I rolled a 10 on a 12 on my second roll.
Whoa.
It's very exciting.
All right. Damn.
I'm mad. You hit me.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah. I'm going to roll a morale check, basically, to see if this guy's going to want to stick around, and he does not. Okay.
Make him stick around.
Keska is fighting them. She's by the railing, and she uses that to jump off and lands on Drusk's neck, and he just acid sprays these golems, these glass golems. They just start to melt.
Okay.
And he, at the same time, he looks over to where you are, but you can tell he can't quite see what you're fighting as you stand over Norhand's prone body. So, top of the pop, we're now at 18s, I think, is crit. And your opponent is going to make one attack and then get the F out.
Okay.
19.
Yes.
Maybe you'll run. Maybe you'll be dead. That's 6 necrotic.
Sweet. I have 7 temporary hit points.
You're looking pretty rough, so he's going to make his last attack.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
So he is going to make his flee towards the mirror. He's going to take a 5 foot step back, and gets greedy and grabs Norhand and tries to drag her through the mirror. So you do get a turn.
To swing at him, is he within range?
Oh yeah. He literally reached between your legs and grabbed Norhand, and he's trying to pull her through the mirror.
I was preparing something else, but now I don't need to if I can swing.
You swing at advantage unless you want to hit Norhand, because he's using Norhand, or they're using Norhand as a human shield.
Advantage or disadvantage, you mean?
You're at disadvantage.
You said advantage. I just wanted
No.
to make sure. That's fine. I'll do it. Well, the first 2 dice I rolled were a crit and a 14.
14 hits.
It'll be plus 20. It'll be 21 on the first hit. And then that's a 10. So that would be...
Is it over 13? Because I believe
yes, it'd be 17.
They're both hits.
Bring it. Oh, I rolled a 12 on a 12 again. Oh, I rolled a 12 on a 12 twice. Oh, God, I wish you guys were here to see that. That was sweet. So that would be 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So
this thing, this invisible shape, grabs Norhand and has one hand around her. You can tell something's around her waist, kind of pulling her up, and something around her head, kind of tilting her head back, kind of hiding. And you feint one way, and then spin around and cut through one of the legs, but stopping short of Norhand. Switch. I believe you have a battle axe, right?
Yes, they do. Great axe. Great axe.
Right, a great axe, and go right up the middle of this thing, missing Norhand the entire way. Blood and demonic ichor spill all over the floor, and this shape comes into visibility, and you see what looks like some type of fiendish monster, but its face and hands still look sort of like Norhand.
Can I grab her and pull her out of the way so she doesn't get stuff on her?
Well, she did get stuff on her. So.
Oh no! Oh gross.
She's just lucky she didn't get an axe in her. Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you something. Cool. We're cool.
Keska and Drusk make their way back on to the spiral, and Drusk transforms back and kind of kicks the molten glass over the edge, and you can't hear it hit.
What in the heck was that?
Keska is standing like over Norhand and like glaring down at her, and she turns and says, "It is weakness." You also notice that the 5 mirrors that turned into glass golems are all, the mirrors are already starting to like reform portals.
Okay.
She turns and looks at Drusk and she says, "Take her away. She must go."
Wait, me or Norhand?
Norhand.
Okay. Keep her safe, though.
He kind of looks at it and he goes,
Don't hurt her. We're going to have a problem.
He kind of looks and smiles, and he looks you up and down because you're full size transformed, and he goes like, "I'd like to see you try."
Let's do it one day. Let's spar. We'll do it.
Keska crosses her arm and she says, "Actually, so would I."
Let's put it on the calendar.
It can be arranged, perhaps after family dinner.
Yeah, we can't. I can't show up like all beat up. That would be bad. So let's do
Dresk
it.
hauls Norhand away, who is breathing, by the way.
That's good.
And Keska stops you. She grabs you by the arm and makes you look at that mirror. And as you look past it, you see Avernus again, but it's more towards the abyssal end of Avernus.
Was somebody watching us, or the mirror just always on Avernus?
This mirror leads to demon-plagued lands on other side of Avernus. Norhand to make drastic error in her grief.
Oh.
Bring enemy into our home. Unforgivable. She reaches down and she grabs the creature and she picks the part of it up with the head is still sort of there. And she says, "This fetch. Demon. Pretend to give what want. And then get you near a mirror. Take your appearance. Drag you to abyss. Sell your soul or eat it."
Well, maybe she just needs help.
She has shown she is weak. She would sacrifice all for a simple loss.
Maybe she didn't know what she was doing.
Does Norhand strike you as someone who not know what she does?
I don't know. She was looking rough. She's kind of been through a lot.
Is weakness, we have all been through much. We lose home, we lose father, we lose family members. We live now in different place. Multiverse at risk. Omniverse at risk. We all lose much. You do not see Keska drown sorrows into fears, into big mistakes. Keska prepares. Amulet prepares. Look at Norhand and see the weakness for what it is. It is failure.
Like I said, maybe she just needs help. Not everyone's tough all the time. Not everyone's like you.
You will need to be. The Dark Goddess does not tolerate weakness.
But Norhand doesn't answer to her. That
No.
doesn't mean she has to be as tough.
But we do.
And we did. Did you see what I did?
You can show no weakness. She will know. And when she does, that is when you will fall. I tell you this as older sister to now first sister.
I get what you're saying, but friends aren't weakness. Friends are strength.
Friendship, not weakness. Having you at my side or even Dresk at side is not weakness. It is smart. Generals need troops. Norhand is weak for drowning sorrows, pining for the dead, for neglecting those who remain. She is weak for her vices.
Well, maybe I need to find someone to help her. Get tough again. Tough.
Keska will help. Where she goes, there is no sorrow to be drowned.
You're not gonna hurt her, are you?
Would I hurt family member?
I mean, if I say I don't know, are you gonna yell at me?
Most likely.
Because I kind of don't know you yet.
You know all Keska is. Keska is not. Keska does not hide who Keska is. Keska simply is.
True, but you really don't know someone until you sit down and have a meal with them.
I have agreed to come to your Sunday dinner, and I will bring Dresk.
Okay, just want to make I just want to make sure. I got RSVP to mom so she knows how many plates to put out.
Hmm.
Maybe
I will
you
bring
should bring a loaf of bread or something.
I will bring Githyanki delicacy.
Is it at okay?
Do not ask stupid question, or you receive stupid prize in response.
Just don't poison anyone. That's all I ask.
I am Githyanki. Poison is for the weak. I slay my enemies face to face with silver sword, and she holds her silver sword out.
I mean, it's a pretty sweet sword.
They will have my visage on their eyes as the light flees, and my name on their lips when they finally find their hell.
Can you make my axe as cool as your sword?
No. Silver swords earned, not by magic words and transformations.
It's not an easy thing to do, just so you know.
She turns and holds her sword so you can see her eyes through the little pommel pieces.
Mm-hmm.
She says, every Githyanki earn a sword. They take it. There are only so many silver swords in existence.
Where'd you take yours from, then?
That, if Keska's story to tell at different time.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be a cool story, right? It sounds cool.
Everything I do is cool.
I believe
She
that.
finally smiles and she reaches up, like she has to actually reach up, and then she tassels her hair like she did when you're in your normal size. She says, we leave this place. No one know. No one know we were here. No one know we speak to the general. And no one know we take Norhand away.
It's another cool story I can't tell, but okay.
Agreed. It is secret.
Okay, agreed. Wait, even the general part? Because I feel like I want to tell my friends that, because it was kind of cool and maybe a little scary. Maybe.
She leans very close to you and she says, Amulet, General Archon is the hand of Tiamat, the dark goddess. He wields the hand of Vecna, a god. If we fail him, he will kill us in the most unpleasant fashion possible. If you give away our allegiance, he will kill us. He will not just kill you. He will kill me. He will kill Dresk. He will attempt to kill all you hold dear as proof that those who betray the word of Tiamat deserve only death.
I suppose I can keep a secret then.
There is no suppose. Keep secret, or I keep tongue in jar.
But it's going to be really hard to eat my snacks without a tongue.
You'll need to gum them.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Then shut up. Agreed.
I said agreed before. We're cool. We're cool.
She smirks again and she says, good. Let us leave this place.
I need a snack. I'm hungry now.
She walks over to you and she jams her hand inside your coat and starts feeling around. And then she pulls out a very odd looking fruit. And she goes, eat.
Where'd this fruit come from?
She just smiles and she walks, leading you out.
Was this like a magic trick fruit? Because I don't think I had fruit in my coat. If I did, I didn't know about it. Oh no, is it bad? Is it like moldy?
No, it's just a fruit you've never seen before. It smells good.
No, I'll eat it.
Tastes really good.
Sweet.
And you get 4 hit points back.
Ooh, hey. It's got a little caffeine in it. Pick me up, right? That's what happened?
Sure. I'll give you that one.
So we need is Amulet on some caffeine.
Jeez. So, Twig, you just kind of had your moment with that murder of Kenku's. And you're kind of standing there, and Doris stands behind you, and she says, I don't think that was a very good idea.
Yeah, well, what they're doing's not right either.
Yes. I mean, I don't know them. Sometimes places where you come from, it's the stronger people just get to take what they want, and it's up to you to get stronger to take what you want.
Well, I've been working out. I could have taken them.
She just kind of smiles and she goes, okay, sure.
Hey.
I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just saying, I don't know. She just kind of puts her head down and smiles. And when she does so, she puts her veil back over her mouth. Cantaloo says, I do appreciate it, Twig. But what happens tomorrow when they show up and you're not here? They're going to want today's and tomorrow's.
Who are they?
They're just a group that came out of nowhere, a bunch of kind of tough street toughs. I love that word so much. A bunch of street toughs. They just showed up, and he kind of points around the area, and there's a bunch of kind of small carts and businesses like in the fronts of some of these homes, and they just started making us pay protection.
Protection from who? Them?
They said there's worse things here than them. Or at least that's what the note says. And he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a poorly written, for lack of a better term, chicken scratch.
Oh, they can't even write very well.
They can definitely stab really well, and there's a whole lot of them.
All right, I'll have to add that to my list.
List? Does your dad know you're doing these types of things, Twig?
Yeah, he's on the list. I mean, not hurting him, helping him.
Okay. It's kind of like, what? He says, well, I mean, I appreciate it. How about that?
I'll see what I can do.
He kind of points out and he says that this area is called the Buyer's Circle, and it's cropped up in the last few weeks, and it's just a bunch of tiny businesses who sort of trade with each other, but also just do business with others. He moved his cart here because he's been able to make far more coin.
Even though it costs him some.
Well, I didn't say yes right away, let's just say. And he kind of looks his head over, and you can see where he's had to repair his cart.
Is Gertie over here too?
No. 30, and he kind of points, and it's all the way past the articulation annex where you just came from, right in front of the open houses where Gertie Cups got her cart. He's on the other side of the annex from her. He said, plus it's bad business if we're both over there. I don't want to be taking coin out of Gertie's pockets.
That's fair.
Well, I would rather all the bags of coin we can get keep me light as long as they keep everyone else heavy.
Yeah, we still got to do something about those Kenku, though.
I don't know if you've noticed this when you've been so busy with your studying and all, but there's, just like any city, Twig, power abhors a vacuum. Now, I know your friends, whatever they are, and even that, he points up to the big green Shadoo head in the sky. And he says, I know that inherently it seems like they're trying to do good, but not everything and everywhere is all good.
Well, they can't watch everything.
No, they most certainly can't. But you can't tell me, and he looks over his shoulder where Valia's kept is and says that that's good.
Oh, that doesn't look good at all.
No, and if that's just sitting there, it makes me wonder what else is just kind of lying below the surface. That's why we got to stick together. That's why your paw's right.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
I appreciate it, but stay out of trouble. I mean, if you really, Twig, if you're really that concerned and you want to do something about it, go talk to Iggy. Now, him and his grandchildren, they're more in line for that type of business. I mean, part of me laughs pretty hard at the thought of those Kenkus thinking they're going to get over on an almost 7 foot tall walking out or crocodile.
Yeah, they got another thing coming.
Those daggers he'll use them to pick his teeth when he's done.
Maybe we'll have to send him over here.
I'll always worry with Iggy, though. He does not understand the concept of collateral damage.
Oh, that's true.
Well, I've taken up more. I got to get back to work. I've taken up a bunch of you and the ladies' time. I appreciate you, your patronage.
Not a problem. And we're
You
holding up
see
the
there's
line. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you see that there's a line that's formed. He jumps back into work. At the end of the line is Felix, who sees you and he says, "I was looking for you."
Oh, yeah? What's up?
Well, I've been thinking very hard, young Twig, and you need to switch halls.
I do.
Yes, because I'm sorry, but your hall sucks. Doris puts her hand on your elbow and she leans forward and she says, "I'm in your hall."
I mean, the people are good. The hall leader,
Twig,
not great.
stealth and song.
Yeah.
Those people sing about the great deeds that people like me and you do.
I mean, I can still do great deeds stealthily.
Are you going to sing about your own deeds, Twig? Because coming from someone who's tried that, people generally don't look kindly on it. They call you a braggart. I mean, and you saw, he leans in so he doesn't think Doris can hear him, and he says, "And you saw how much it hurt my feelings when Charity called me those things."
Yeah.
Just because we're both big and strong, and I'm a demigod, and you're a otter person, doesn't mean our hearts have made of stone.
That's the truth.
Right? Right? And tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm right. I told you. I'm good at all kinds of things, even thinking.
Sure.
Twig, I might have ulterior motives as well.
I'm not surprised.
How dare you?
Everyone does.
We're brothers.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean you're not
Doris is
stupid.
watching this exchange just like a ping pong ball. And she goes, "You two are related?"
It's a long story.
It's not that long. He looks down at her and he goes, "We were both being raised by a conglomeration of extremely intelligent and powerful individuals, all under the eye of one Tiberius Tawny, who is a very, very wealthy and powerful tabaxi from Sigil. But he's he looks at you and he kind of goes, away on business. Away on business. For an unspecified amount of time. Where you live, the open house, that's his. All of this, is this his now? Yes, it is. It's his now. And Valia's. Auntie Valia, I guess, kind of. I don't know. I don't care.
See? Complicated. Long story.
Perhaps. So, about that, and he kind of puts his hand on Doris's face and slowly is pushing her away from where you guys are talking.
I know.
And she's like, "Hey!" He grabs you and turns and goes, "Twig, this is important business. This is family business. Are you vouching for this young veiled woman? Because I find most of the time in my history, women who wear veils, they're usually either up to no good or they're trying to put the seduce on you."
No, she's cool.
Is she, Twig?
Yeah?
Is she?
Yes.
She goes, "I am cool." He goes, "Okay, fine. If this goes awry or you get yourself seduced, this is on you, Twig Swiftstrike."
All right.
She just looks in, she's like, "We're like 13 years old, you gross, greasy man." He's like, "It's not grease, I just sweat a lot. It's sheen. It's godly sheen."
Yeah, he's glowing. It's fine.
I am glowing. I glow all the time. So he says, that thing that we all became aware of, us during our being imprisoned in the maze by the lady, you all in your travels to free us. I believe you. I do believe you that there's something horrific out there just below the surface. And it's like a predator hiding, not the predator, but like a predator, like an animal, not like the sci-fi guy.
Sure.
But like an animal hiding, like a leopard hiding in the brush, or waiting to strike. I want us to go to Olympus.
Where's that?
It's where my mother's from.
Oh.
She's kind of a big deal there, Twig. We've had this conversation before.
Okay.
She is the queen of the gods on Mount Olympus.
That's pretty cool.
Not that she takes ownership of me or pays any attention to all the wonderful deeds I've done. But I want us to go to Olympus and and ask the gods for their assistance. Show them that this is real. Alert my family so they can start to do something. Maybe they'll be able to inform the other gods, and they can start to figure out what gods have to figure out in order to deal with one another. I don't know. It gets really complicated at that point. That's not my thing. I mean, if it was like a punching contest or arm wrestling or, things like that, that's where I shine.
For sure.
Like diplomacy, not really my strongest point.
I know I don't always follow the rules.
Also, I mean, if it was all about, and he cups his hands over Doris's ears and says, if it was all about competitive, then I would totally win. But it's weird because these people I'm related to, and I'm not going to try to sleep with my mother, even though that's kind of the weird trope in that part of my family. God, I'm talking a lot.
Are these things you should be telling me?
I don't know. Oh, sorry. She's like trying to pull his giant hands off of her head. So are you going to switch halls and join me on this grand adventure, Twigs Strike, as we go to Mount Olympus? And
I mean, can I go without switching halls?
I mean, you'd have to get a permission slip. I mean, Twig, I don't know if you know this or not, but I run that other house.
I had heard that.
I mean, think about all the fun. The Hall of Steel and Sphere is where it is. We eat giant meals. We're going to go on wicked field trips. I let them stay up late.
Oh, I do love field trips and staying up late.
I know, right? So do I. That's why we're brothers.
Am I going to get in trouble for switching halls?
I mean, you're going to have to go talk to the head of your hall, and you're going to have to convince them that you wish to change.
But I'm so sneaky.
Doris, she goes, I can help.
How so?
Well, she grabs you by the hand and runs around a corner. And like runs you around a little corner where the buildings are really tight, almost like an alley. And she pulls her veil up, she closes her eyes, and she grabs a pendant on her neck. And her appearance, which looks pretty normal human, just slightly off, her changes. And she is a Yanti.
Oh.
Don't tell anybody. It's not really something I want people to know. That's why I'm not real big on people touching me, because they can feel my skin. That's why I wear the veil when I eat, because I don't think anyone wants to see me unhinge my jaw to swallow my food.
Okay, that explains a lot. That's a cool trick.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, usually people don't think that, but also, like, my family and my people aren't really always thought of very highly. So sometimes people judge me on that reputation and not me as a person.
That's not cool. I have all sorts of different friends.
Well, you really went out on a limb for me in class, and that was really brave. And I mean, I would be happy to help you. I'm really good at illusions, and I'm really good at disguises.
Well, if I'm going to ask to switch halls, I don't know that I need disguises.
Well, you don't switch halls.
What do you mean?
Just stay in our hall. Why would you leave? I mean, I know that guy is your brother or whatever, but like, why would? Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some of the people in Steel and Sphere. They seem nice. Some of them, but they also, a lot of them feel like they're kind of punch first people, and you don't really strike me as punch first.
No, not usually.
And I mean, no offense to that greasy guy, but why would you want to go somewhere where you're trying to fit into someone else's mold? That's one reason I came here, because I didn't want to fit into the mold people were wanting me to be in.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta be my own Otterkin.
Yeah, or just be your own. I mean, just be your own Twig.
All right, but I still want to go on that field trip.
Well, then maybe we start making a plan for you to sneak out. I mean, I'm kind of good at those types of things.
Excellent. That sounds good. Maybe I'll get extra credit in one of my classes.
Okay. You turn and you both look, and Felix is like leaning on the wall, like looking into the hallway or to the alleyway, and she quickly grabs her amulet and turns back. And she looks, he's a snoop.
Yeah, but I am too. I understand it.
She's like, but I like your snooping. And he goes, so, have we come to an accord, Twigs or Strike? Are we off on adventure?
Oh, I'll go on that field trip. But I'm going to stay in Stealth and Song.
I mean, he kind of thinks for a minute. He kind of looks up, kind of almost wistfully, and he says, I did not know him long. But your friend, the little gross one who passed away, he also is sneaky. And he was good at the battle until his untimely demise. Perhaps there's merit in that. I still mourn his passing. He kind of squeezes his hands together and you can just see veins just popping everywhere. He says, I still look to us gaining vengeance.
Yeah, we all miss Skitch.
Prepare yourself, Twister Strike. We go to Olympus. And then he runs towards Cantalou's cart.
When are we going?
I will let you know. So as Monty and Charity finish their class and Rosine leaves basically with the so long suckers type of wink and nod, a portal opens.
Portal over there.
And as it opens, it outsteps oh my gosh, brain. I'm sorry. My brain just literally turned off. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
So Shell steps out of a portal.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
No. Rosalie has opened a portal and Son of Ungal and Victor both step out with her. And Victor exchanges something with her and she looks at Ungal and she says, you owe me. Or Son of Ungal. He says, yes, I owe you. And then she looks at everybody, she kind of waves and she goes, oh, I got to run, I got class. And she steps back through her portal and it shuts.
Okay, bye. Bye, Victor.
Make me a perception check, please, Monty.
11.
Victor is like hardcore fidgeting and he seems very fixated on something. You can make me an insight check if you want to try to figure out what it is.
Sure. 14.
You're watching him because he's not answering you, and you seem to be one of the only people he's been on friendly terms with.
Hey.
And you thought you used your head to follow his vision, and he is watching Ink talk to Savannah. And you can just see like his mood just shifting negatively.
Hey, Victor. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh,
hey.
Montgomery. Sorry. He goes, 1 second. He looks to Son of Ungal and he says, you've got to go talk to her. You give it to her. And he shoves this like little box at her, at Ungal or Son of Ungal, who looks at him like, fine, you annoy me. And he looks very disappointed and he goes, come on, Monty, I want to show you something.
Okay, sure. Okay, bye, class. Bye, everybody. I'm going with Victor, with my friend. Go look at stuff.
So
I'll be jealous, but maybe a little bit jealous.
he walks you all the way to the remains of the Heartless.
Really long walk.
It is. It's a pretty long walk. You look up, and how do you say it again?
Tressum.
Tressum is sitting like almost like a gargoyle would on top of the gate, and it just watches you as you leave.
Hey, good cup too.
And right before you get out of eyesight, it makes a meow.
Ow.
So Victor is like stomp walking and like muttering under his breath the entire time.
What's wrong with you?
He stops and he says, Montgomery, no one understands us but us.
Okay.
You think like you can connect with someone, you think you can do something nice for them, and nothing. It doesn't matter. And the people that do matter to us, they end up going away. Or our world dies. I mean, at least your parents lived. You've got that. And I envy you. And I'm super happy for you.
Okay.
I'm glad we can be friends.
Seem very aggressively happy.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
You okay?
I will be. And he smiles really big. I will be. So he gets back to the Heartless. And he looks around. And he knocks against the wood. And a piece kind of pushes out. And he pulls a piece of the hole, roughly about human-sized, off. And when he pulls it, you see someone has put handles on the inside. And a latch. So when you guys walk in, he pulls it back on and latches it in.
What was that?
It's our workshop. This is our workshop. Yeah. The last sons of Cronus have a workshop. I've been busy. You look around and you see all sorts of like jury-rigged Cronus tech, as well as some strange magical things you don't really yet have a good handle on how magic fully works compared to the tech you're used to.
Okay.
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah. Sure.
I
Keep a secret.
I borrowed some of this tech from your parents.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad secret to tell me.
I know, but I needed it. I needed to
Like all the
this.
secrets, that was probably the worst one.
But you're my friend, and I'm your friend, so we don't have to tell anybody about it.
Don't steal from my parents anymore.
Can I show you why I did it?
Sure. You better.
Give me something of yours from Cronus. I'll give it right back. I just need it.
He digs in his pockets, and there's a little it looks like a little coin. Then you press it and it's like a fidget spinner, and he gives that.
He looks at it and he says, he grabs you by both hands and says thank you. And as soon as it says thank you, you hear, I can smell you losers in there.
Not losers.
You hear Krellis's voice.
Not losers. You're a loser.
Okay, I can smell Monty and a loser in there. Open the stupid hatch.
No, you open it. If you're so smart. If you're such a winner,
you see a blade.
You should be able to figure out the door.
You see a blade punch through, and he's like, no. We'll open it. Don't break the door. So he opens the door, and
it's gonna make it worse. You gotta put a sock on it.
Krellis kind of has to duck to get in because she's so like burly. And she looks at you. She's like, I don't even want to know what you two are up to. She goes, your mom dropped this off for you, and she tosses you a bag.
Did you find me here?
I can smell you.
Well, stop smelling me.
I live with you. Your stink is on
Stop
my stuff.
Smelling me. Stop smelling
She
for me. in places
she
where
grabs
I'm
you by
not.
the arm and she pulls you away from Victor and says, "Plus, who's going to look after you from crazy McCrazy Pants over there?"
Okay, but like you are also kind of crazy McCrazy pants.
No,
Like I'm.
no,
You're a
difference.
little bit crazy, a little crazy.
I
little
am
bit.
I am
Little
take
bit.
no shit. Punk rock, awesome. That guy is nuts.
Okay,
Even
but you
I
followed me
see
by
it.
smell to a place
Because
you really
that's the
smell.
easiest way to find you. You
Why did
smell.
you-
Not in a bad way, you just smell a very particular way.
Okay, I can
Anyway,
actually smell what color I
Your
want to.
mom dropped this off for you. She said it was in the
Okay.
bullet. So
Thank you.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm extending an
Thank
olive
you.
branch here.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your efforts.
She goes, fine.
God, being
She
nice.
duck-
I mean
she
it.
ducks down. She goes, bye, nerds, and slams the door, almost breaking it.
I don't know how I could have handled that better. He'll like open the thing.
Victor goes, she is mean.
I know, and she's like my roommate. It's the worst.
I mean, at least she brought you that thing from your mom.
She did bring me the thing. That was pretty cool.
What is it?
What? I don't know. What is it? He like opens it up. Or opens the package or bag or box.
It's a bag. It's like a
bag. He opens the bag.
It's like a backpack style bag. It's You open up, there's nothing in it.
There's nothing in here. Does he recognize it?
No. Make me an Arcana check.
$22.
This inside of this looks frighteningly similar to what the inside of Krellis's bag looks like.
Oh,
he goes,
it's a Bagman bag. It's a Bagman bag. He like throws it across the
bag of holding.
It's a Bagman bag. There's a Bagman in there. She's trying to kill me. She's trying to kill me. She said she was being nice, but she's trying to kill me.
Look at this thing that my dad was working on. Well, not really my dad, my uncle. Before I left to get my dad's halberd, he pulls off it's like attached to his belt that looks like a little like a more modern military like pack that would be on a belt, except for it's made from this very white, almost plasticky substance. He opens it up, and it's very similar on the inside. It's just space. He's like, I keep my lab in there.
There's a bad man who lives in there.
What?
He's going to get you while you're sleeping and leave a prize for your soul.
What are you talking about?
It's the man who lives in the bag, and he takes you, and then he leaves a prize for whoever finds where you went.
Are you okay? Because that sounds crazy.
She told me. And then she
You
gave
believe
me
what she tells you?
She's trying to kill me. Because I won't do her laundry.
He puts his hand on your shoulder and he goes, Monty, if she messes with you, she messes with us. And he hits the gem on his forehead and charrette forms around him.
Whoa, that's like a really advanced model.
You hear in an echoey voice, and she would regret messing with us.
That's so cool. That's.
And then he
I didn't think they made this. That didn't. Is that experimental? I didn't think they finished that one yet.
The armor comes off, but you can kind of see the ghostly shell of Charette. And he says, hello, Montgomery. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am not from your homeworld.
Oh. Where are you from?
I am from a world known as Ravnica. And I met my demise in a world known as Derelith. But my spirit moved on, and I have formed a symbiotic relationship with your friend Victor.
So you're like a ghost in the machine?
I am indeed like a ghost in the machine.
Wow.
I love that Warrior almost cracked himself up to where he couldn't say anything else.
You
He
said
was
it
like-
back to me, and then I was like, so I was like, that you said the thing. That's wow, that's really sad, but also really cool.
He looks out for me, or I look out for him.
Okay. Yep. People think you're crazy, but I don't think you're crazy.
He kind of stops for a second. He thinks about it, and he goes, I don't know if I am or not.
I don't think you're crazy. I just think you've been through a lot.
I mean, they locked me away for a while in this clock tower, but it's gone now.
Well, I mean, like, sometimes, like, the whole idea of locking someone away is so they'll get better. That's how it's supposed to be anyway. Maybe they
Kinda
just don't
stops.
maybe you just don't understand you.
He kind of stops, he looks at you, and he says, I don't think I got better, but I didn't get worse.
That's good.
I got infected by something.
Okay.
And I can still feel it. And sometimes I just go red. Like I'm so angry, and I could literally feel my blood boiling, and I want everything to be gone.
Well, that doesn't sound like it's your fault.
I looked at something I shouldn't have looked at. I did something I shouldn't have done. And I can't go back from that. Even, he kind of looks over his shoulder at Charette. It's like, even Charette knows. I can't go back.
What do you mean
But
you can't go back?
You can't, some things you can't unsee and some things you can't undo.
If this means you're different, it doesn't mean you're bad.
Yeah, I'm different. That's a best way to put it. I'm different now. Anyway, I was going to show you this cool thing. I mean,
Yeah. Look at the cool thing.
he pulls
Oh,
out
he,
this
kicks the bag further away.
He pulls out this little box with handles and a weird like rotating cone shape at the end that has like the 50s like rotating hypnotizing thing at the end of it. This is all very like 60s kitsch sci-fi looking.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes your
So
fidget
modern.
spinner and he puts it in. And he says, okay, get ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
He holds it out and he pushes the two thumb buttons, and this thing starts to spin, and you can see the space unwinding around it until you can see what looks to be the remains of Cronus.
Wait, what did you do?
I made a portal. If I get things, I mean, I think I can even use on biological matter. I can do what like Akko and Amulet and Twig and Charity can do, but I can do it with machines. I mean, they just go places. They don't even know where they're going sometimes. If I have something, I can choose where I go. I can go home. We can go home.
There isn't a home.
You look out.
Monty like stops when he's like the second he says it, he's like
still ranting because he's so excited. What you see is just absolutely the shattered world. In fact, you look at Cronus and it's actually like in three parts. One half of a hemisphere is floating, and there's the other hemisphere has been destroyed into two like masses of just rubble. And he like focuses it in further, and you see what you think may have been the block you lived on, and it's just a wasteland of destroyed rubble.
it's really messed up.
Home. It's home.
It's gone. He says that like half assertively and half in disbelief.
But what if we can go back and we can see if anybody's still there, if there's anything there. You and your family left before
It's during.
but what if there's still people there?
I don't think anything can on that. Oh, oh, I don't want to. I want to go to that. I don't like that.
He stops and he says, "Fine. I mean, it only makes sense."
Move
He
stuff
puts his
here.
hand on your shoulder and he goes, "Sometimes I forget you're a lot younger than me."
We can make new stuff here. It's what my parents are doing.
He says, "No. There's only one person that shares my vision and my tenacity to see this through. I'm sorry, Monty. I need you to use the machine for me."
You need what? Want me to use-
He reaches into his pocket and he grabs something. Can't see what it is. Says, "I have to go.
Go.
Our workshop is your workshop until I get back."
Where are you going? What are you talking about?
I have to see if I can get help.
There's all kinds of help here. What are you talking about?
Not the kind of help that I need, and not the kind of help that's... These people are going to call me crazy. I mean, no offense, buddy, but they're going to look at me like you just looked at me. And they're going to tell me there's nothing there because you're too young to see it, but they lack vision. They lack the forethought and sight to look at that and not see a dead world, but see there might be information there about what happened to our world, about how we can stop it. Or there might be survivors. Or hell, Monty, I just want to go get my box of things from underneath my bed. I just want something. Can you do this for me?
Okay. What do you need me to do? I can do it.
He takes a vial. It's empty. And it's got a weird kind of like bronzy crest on it. He says, "I need you to put this in the machine and then cycle it all the way to where it is right now, and I'm going to step through. Can you do that?"
Okay, here.
You take the machine. It's pretty heavy, but you're strong. And you cycle it, and you're cycling, and it's super cool because it feels like you're kind of, I mean, it's scary, but it's cool because you feel like, oh man, this is something that I would see on TV, or back home. This is like I'm doing like super science. This is amazing. I'm a real commando.
Real commando.
You see this world, and it's quickly becoming into like focus, and there's kind of this weird gold and purple shimmer around it, and it takes the machine a little bit. It kind of pushes through. It's kind of cone does. You can see flying land masses over large farms and industrial areas. You can see airships. You can see all sorts of things. It looks very similar to Cronus in the fact of the technology, but at the same time, Cronus was very clean lines. It was very future modern. Let's call it that.
Mm-hmm.
This is very much. There's a lot of ostentatiousness to the buildings and to the ships and everything. There's a flavor to it that doesn't quite feel as sciencey as you like your science. You stop as it comes to focus in a hallway with a door ajar. And he looks at you and he says, "Good luck, Commando. I'll see you soon." He grabs a backpack off his workstation, throws it on, takes a deep breath, hits his charrette, and runs through the portal. You gonna turn the portal off?
Turn the portal off when he'll probably wait a second because he forgot to find out when he's supposed to turn the portal off. And then
The portal goes, and you hear the echo of this horrific screaming on the other side of the portal. It's the worst thing you've ever heard.
Does it sound like Victor or does it sound like
No.
Supposed to Commander will say
What do you want to do?
it's gonna go through the portal.
Monty's gonna go through the portal? Who's gonna turn it off?
I don't know. That's the three men. I'm a commando. I've got to stop the intergalactic danger. I've got to stop it.
How do you want to handle this, Monty? Do you want to take the portal? Do you want to take it with you? Do you want to leave it on the ground? What do you want to do?
He'll write a note that has
make me a perception check.
Okay.
You're like, oh man, you start like you set it on the table and you start
13.
writing. As you're writing this note, you glance over and you can see it start to shrink.
Okay. He writes it really fast with the directions.
Make me an acrobatics check to get in that portal. Don't roll poorly.
I won't. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah, you don't want to get halfway in that portal and halfway out. That would end horribly for you.
That's 18.
You barely tumble through the portal, and you land face down on the ground. And you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and there's nothing behind you. There's just a hallway.
Honor before duty, duty before safety, safety before danger.
You crawl forward, and the door is ajar, and you see slowly kind of coming underneath the door, you see a pool of blood expanding.
But he activates his armor with his helmet.
Monty activates his armor. You gonna open the door?
Yeah.
You open the door and
He gets his blunderbuss ready.
You're at a 4-way intersection of hallways. The door across the hallway is open. It's ajar. And above it, it says the Smile Room. And you walk in the room and you see a broken human body on the ground. And you see Victor trying to help Charity off the floor. Victor looks at you in his charrette form and he says, oh shit, what are you doing here? And that's where we're leaving Stormsong. Anyway, let's go to our boy Twig. Twig, what are you doing next now that you have figured out you're going to go on this stealth mission?
What time of day is it?
It's getting towards that kind of 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hour.
All right. Well, I suppose it's time to go to the mess hall.
Yeah. So as you head to the mess, you see Amulet walk in as well. Just kind of humdrumming her way in, doing Amulet things.
Hey, Amulet, how's it going?
Things are good.
How good?
Just out exploring.
All right. Have you seen Monty around?
I haven't seen anyone in a little while.
Huh, okay.
What you been up to?
Stuff. Getting scared by a weird vampire guy and standing up to him, and yeah.
There's a vampire guy here?
You kind of already knew that, Amulet.
I mean, she probably knew it, but did Amulet remember it?
Well, you did watch him have a demon crawl its way out from his inside and almost kill him.
Yeah, you remember Bellish, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, I was in his class. It's weird.
I can't believe they let that guy teach a class.
Yeah, I might not. I probably shouldn't have taken that class, but it sounded interesting. It's just, we'll see how it goes.
I'm sure there's always something to learn.
Yeah, that's the truth. Did Felix talk to you about a field trip?
It doesn't ring a bell, but he did do a lot of talking when we were moving into our room. He could have. He
didn't.
No, okay. I don't think
He
so.
mentioned field trips, but he did not talk about this.
He said he likes field trips, but
He doesn't
why?
do like
Is there a
field
field trip? Can I go?
I mean, I assume your school is going. He wanted me to switch, but I'm gonna stay in Stealth and Song. But I'm gonna go on the field trip.
I think you should. I think it'd be fun. We just won't tell the teachers. It's fine. Shh.
No,
What are we not telling the teachers? Bliss slinks up in line behind you guys.
Shh.
She just smiles. So, listen. I know I've been kind of weird, but things have been weird. So,
That's the truth.
I made a new friend, and this friend kind of wants you in their like group and our group, our friends, like our, I don't know what it's called. And she said, Amulet, you could come too.
What kind of group is this?
Well, we're just kind of like a really strong group of friends. We look out for one another. And she kind of waves her head over to a table.
All right, I like friends.
You
look
never
over,
have too many.
You look over the table and you see a Owlin. You see Bosana Bumblecup, who you both have met. You see Erland, and they're eating together.
All right, let's get our food and go over there.
Okay.
I mean, you can come, Amulet, but she really just wants Twig to come over there.
We're both going. It's cool.
I mean, it's cool with me. I mean, I'm just saying, if she gives you she kind of gets close to you, Amulet says, if she gives you a bunch of grief, just that's why. She's kind of, I don't know. She's kind of a lot sometimes.
Everybody likes me. It's okay.
So you get your food and you head over to the table.
I get like twice as the amount of food as everyone else, by the way. Like it's just
Erland sees you coming and he kicks a chair open for you to sit by him. He goes, Hey,
buddy, what's up?
nothing. I mean, the grub's not too bad. You seen Krellis anywhere?
Not lately.
Yeah.
Are you looking for Krellis?
Bosana interrupts and says he's always looking for Krellis. One track mind. Twig.
Do you want me to, if I see her, do you want me to tell her to come find you?
No, that's okay.
I could point her in the direction.
No, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you have a note? I could pass a note to her.
Amulet, it's fine. Thank you though.
Okay.
Eat your food. He takes a piece of this roasted like meat and he shoves it at your face and starts laughing.
Just being helpful.
Bosana says, Twig, I'm glad you could join us.
Oh, sure.
So I have to say, I was really, really impressed with you in class. I mean, I don't agree with how you handled it, but you handled it. So me and the rest here, we're sort of putting like a, I don't know, for lack of a better term, an honors society together. You're just the best of the best. And Erlen. And he just kind of, with a mouthful of food, he goes, "What?" She leans in closer and she says, "Every group needs a hammer who looks at every problem like a nail." I plan on graduating the top of the class, but I also understand I can't get there by myself. Rosine, Erland, Bliss, got my eye on a couple other people, a couple underclassmen, and you two. And she looks at Amulet and she says, but not that version of you.
Well,
the other version of you.
the other version of me can't be out all the time.
No, that's fine. It's still you though, right? It's just
Really?
bigger, stronger you.
Yeah.
It's definitely not smarter you.
I am smart all the time. It doesn't change.
She kind of laughs and she says, keep telling yourself that. She's like, either way, Erlen vouches for you, so does Bliss. So Twig, are you ready to join an honor society and show the rest of these plebes that we're ready to be the next great adventurers, that we're not just some folks they just sort of picked and are trying to train for greatness. We're already great.
I'm pretty great.
Right?
He is great. I vouch for him. He's great.
Rosina turns her head, she's almost 180 degrees to look at you, and she's like, we'll see. I've met your siblings. Oh no, wait, take that back. They're not your siblings. I've met your friends. They weren't that great. They were great at causing a distraction, though. I'll give them that. I mean, if I want something wrecked, I know where to go.
We're pretty good at that too, actually. We've done that before.
She kind of smiles as much as an owl can smile, and she says, "That's what you and muscles are for." And she kind of nods over to Erland. And he goes, "I am getting pretty muscly." You kind of have a gun off with him. He squeezes your arm and he's like, weak.
Flex harder and I punch him in the shoulder.
Whoa. You don't want none of this. You don't want none.
We could go around, see who wins.
He kicks his ball bat up into his hand and he says, spar later?
Put it in the books. We're doing it.
All right. Gives you the knuckles. And then goes back to shoving some sort of pureed root vegetable mix into his mouth.
I'm just going to start a fight with everybody.
Want to fight about it? That's what you're turning into. Wilsana, she says, Twig, I didn't just ask Bliss for no reason. I do want you on my side.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to mess up anybody else's time, but I'll help.
Define messing up someone else's time. We cut to Bytopia. And Stitch takes you into this be Stitch's ready room. It's where Stitch make big decisions. It's where Stitch prepare, where Stitch store his parts of ill-gotten gain. Huge.
It's nice.
Maybe a perception check.
Natural 20.
It looks like it's kind of hidden by a shabby blanket first, but you kind of look over and get a good look, and you can almost smell it. There are tiny straw and cloth, for lack of a better term, plushies of you and your siblings that are handmade.
Oh, Akko goes and looks at them.
Oh no!
Oh, they're nice.
Skitch make bed
nice.
for big dog Akko. Not ready yet. Not ready.
And biggest.
Not ready yet.
And biggest.
So this place where Skitch live with NG and go out and do nefarious deeds. Tee. Mainly I just steal and look for ways out of Bytopia for NG. And by steal, I mean I just take what Skitch need or really look shiny and interesting to Skitch.
Do it
And
nuts.
he pulls out like a busted up crate and it's just full of stuff.
Cool stuff.
It is cool stuff, man.
Right.
So
Why like NG?
NG finds Skitch when Skitch first arrived. Skitch find NG sleep. NG back teeth made of gold. Skitch wait till sleep. You stick, pry open NG mouth, crawl in, start to, take tooth because big gold tooth as big as Skitch are going to be worth lots of coin. NG wake up. NG almost eats Skitch like snack. Skitch say no. Skitch help. Skitch a helper. Skitch is a doer. So NG keeps Skitch around. NG don't care what Skitch do. NG just wants Skitch help. Good to want to help.
What?
Less like a friend, like friend Calarel, but less creepy.
Maybe.
NG never go, hey, Skitch, make sure you have cart full of dead bodies for me. Rub the coin. And you just say, hey, Skitch, see if you can find the portal out of heaven so I can go back to Prime Material Plane and get worshippers. Because I've been banished here since Dawn War, killed by gods.
Why not be own person or hang out with me? No need NG.
Well, Skitch now plan hang out with Akko after we help NG leave. Then I don't have NG over my shoulder saying, Skitch, are you find the portal yet? You get rid of Baz yet? Yeah, nag. He's like looking around to make sure she's not in one of the holes looking down at him. She literally like Skitch grandma, except for not want to eat Skitch. I mean, if NG decide to eat Skitch, she just go shump, all whole.
Don't like NG. Have bad teeth.
Skitch grandma have sharp knife to carve up Skitch, cook in the pot.
Skitch have lot bad friends.
Skitch have friends that Skitch find. Skitch have you. Skitch have Charity, the tiny yelly girl. Skitch have Twig, little dog. He has Amulet, who also yelly and loud and turn into big, mean girl. Skitch have these people. Skitch meet other siblings of Akko. They seem okay. And then Skitch die.
Akko die too.
Circle of life, suppose.
Not worried about it.
Bytopia nice. No one always trying to eat Skitch. No one trying to ask Skitch to do shady things Skitch not want to do. I mean, don't get Skitch wrong, big dog Akko. Skitch still like a steal. Skitch still like a loot.
His deal is fine.
I like a steal because I don't have to go stabby first to kill and then loot. I just loot.
So, NG stuck in here.
Yes. I show you. He grabs you by one of your big hands and brings you into a room that is literally this massive domed out cave, and it's just filled with cave drawings, very elaborate and colored, incredibly intricate, and all around the outside of this dome are skeletons and the remains of clothes. This tell NG story before gods doing things with the giants, eating dwarves, the good life. Then gods come and demand primordials go away, big fight, dawn war, NG get murdered. But come to Bytopia. So NG be here for a long time.
Who are these bones?
Oh, artists.
Bad gig.
Eh. Skitch no draw, Skitch no care.
So
How
Akko
Akko, Skitch know what Akko going to ask. See, we know. Akko want to know how we going to get rid of Baz. Right? Strategy.
I don't want to get rid of Baz.
I don't mean like, I mean distract.
Distract. Why?
Baz no let NG out. Baz no let anyone out.
Baz, tell Akko stop. NG.
Because Baz not good. Well, Baz good. Baz not nice. He good, but not nice.
Akko. No want NG on Prime Plane. Akko from Prime Plane.
Skitch technically from Shadowfell, but original.
I mean,
but then moved to Prime.
Akko.
But we say we help NG. You say you help NG.
Akko move NG.
Where? NG want to go Prime. Go back to Prime Material Plane.
Akko no want God War 2.
NG no start God War. NG victim in God aggression.
You say Baz is angel. I mean, gods know NG. So need go somewhere different.
Akko, do you think that everything is either good or evil? There is no in between. Even good, evil have in between.
Akko looks like
Skitch not good.
Considering morality would cause his brain to catch on fire, but says no.
Skitch no good. Skitch in the middle. Skitch not do real bad things just to do them, but Skitch do bad things if Skitch have to.
People is people. Don't think good or evil, but
what about Calarel? He was friend. Was he evil?
Yes. No.
But still friend.
Calarel in bad place.
NG in the bad place.
Akko gave Calarel friend is better.
Skitch know Calarel longer than Akko. Skitch think Calarel never going to be better. Skitch see Calarel, how you say, one-way train.
Go kind of shrugs. Is better? No mean.
NG don't be. NG just want to go home.
It's not. Akko doesn't. Akko have plan. Akko just stands up confidently. He says, "Akko have plan," and then he walks.
Do you want to talk to NG again? Skitch get friend Akko and the boss NG in the room. You talk. NG answer the question.
Akko want go. Time to go.
Where did Akko go? Skitch make Akko bed.
Time for NG to go. Akko have to go too.
Big Dog Akko have planned already to get NG to Prime.
Akko can go wherever Akko wants.
But you have planned to get NG to Prime?
Can take NG with.
Skitch runs over and starts jumping up and down on his bed like the happiest you've ever seen Skitch. He's like, we get NG go home, then Akko and Skitch forever.
You want to stay here or you want to come?
No, Skitch stay.
Good plan.
Everything on Prime, too much.
Akko.
Bytopia is good. Maybe where Akko live on down? Where Akko live on downside? Maybe Skitch move there. No, downside of Bytopia.
Oh, Akko described it. Big turtle.
Does he tell him he lives with his family?
Mm-hmm.
Skitch meet Akko family? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Very honored. Meet the biggest of biggest dogs. Akko Papa.
Akko bigger than Akko Dad.
Yes. But he give Akko to world. So bigger.
That's true.
Oh.
Debatable.
So
Skitch says that Akko understands one definition of biggest.
And Skitch is like it's that generational thing. So he's like, oh, that's the biggest. How Akko tells Skitch secret how he get NG out of Prime. To Prime, out of Bytopia.
Akko can walk planes.
But
can take others with Akko.
Skitch grabs you by your arms, walks over and tries to set you down. So you're like, have Akko done since come here?
No. Wouldn't be here if did.
Skitch feel bad be one tell Akko, but Skitch let Akko know you dead, friend.
Akko no. Akko dead.
So try to go boop, 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 away from Bytopia first. We don't want to tell NG that and then it not work.
Akko tries.
Nothing happens. You don't feel your runes at all.
Oh.
It was good plan.
No.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. Maybe we do Skitch's way with tricks and strategy. You get to punch Baz.
No, don't want punch Baz. You say
don't want to see who biggest.
You say NG come back if killed. I can't remember if Baz told her that or if Skitch told her that. Someone implied to him that if NG is killed, that did I freeze?
No, I'm just
okay. Okay, no, sorry. It went like super still for a second.
I was super like, what did I tell you? What have I done?
I thought someone said that NG's died before, and if NG dies, you can't. The reason that NG's trapped is because you can't kill her, or something like that.
I believe what Baz told you was NG was a primordial, so NG can't be destroyed. So NG there is no grand reward. There is no petitioning for NG. There is nothing beyond this. This is where NG is stuck, unless NG goes back to the prime material plane, which is just another plane to NG, because NG is a primordial.
Okay.
The only way is if NG went back to the prime, and before Engie could gather any type of followers, was completely destroyed. Engie would wind up most likely floating in the astral sea as a dead husk, which is just an inert husk.
Yeah. Akko sort of thinks for a minute. It's probably a really long minute. Akko know how to do thing.
Oh, Skitch like thing.
Walk plane.
Not right now.
Right now. And
Soon.
kill. Hunt and kill. Could kill Engie. See what happened.
Skitch kind of turns and gives you that like sideways dog look and says, "Why kill Engie? Engie good to Skitch. Engie just want help. Engie no eat Skitch.
Almost eat Skitch.
Kind of Skitch fault."
That's true.
Also, he pulls a blanket back and he's got one of the gold teeth. And it's as big as Skitch is.
It's pretty big.
Just think how much worth many, many meals.
If Dead could get all teeth.
If it could get what?
If Dead could take all teeth.
He kind of looks and steps back away from you for a second. He's kind of like pacing around. He's like,
I think the vibe that Akko's giving off is less sadistic and more like, I literally have no other ideas because I'm a null with 8 intelligence.
Well, also, like, I see big monster, I want to cut its eyes out.
Yeah. Akko is like, it would be a good hunt.
Akko want be biggest, then kill Engie make biggest. What if Skitch show Baz bigger? What if Skitch show Akko Baz is much bigger hunt?
Try.
Skitch smiles and goes, "Oh, big dog, biggest dog, Akko. Little dog Skitch do more than try. Little dog Skitch do far more than try." And that's where we're going to end tonight.
What?
I derive so much joy out of all of you being so like every time. Ryan, I think it was the last Star Wars session where you said 2 different times towards the end of the episode, you said, "I fucking hate you." I was like, I have completed my journey as a someone running game.
You left like all of us are in such danger in the Star Wars game.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us justifiably, some of us unjustifiably.
So if you guys want to go around the virtual table here, tell everybody who you are, who you be with, and where they can find you.
All right, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can also find me tomorrow night on this very channel for a little Drakewind Falls action, where I will be playing the wonderful owl and wizard Horton Abernathy.
It's true. I'm Warrior. You can find me at WarriorMN on the socials. You can also find me here tomorrow, where I will not be playing Owl and Wizard Horton Abernathy. I will be playing Minotaur Sorcerer Island. Additionally, you can find me this Thursday on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/WarriorMN. I will be streaming probably Destiny, but maybe Saints Row. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how much I get done in Destiny before Thursday. And otherwise, you can catch me on the Free Forge Discord. Check out Honor Roll Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go Hogs! It is a Kids on Bikes actual play that is super hilarious, super well put together. Bye.
I was like, that's the end? What?
That's what the bye means. That's what bye means. Bye.
You're just like, bye, I'm out, I'm leaving. Bye. I'm Cassandra. You can't find me anywhere but here every 2 weeks. Although I did play in Chaos Scar last week, so if you guys aren't watching it, you need to tune in next month. It was super fun. I think I'm gonna be in October too. Fingers crossed. We'll see.
Your King Ginger, your junior vice principal, your Failwell, and the guy who mows your grandma's lawn.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
I hope not.
You can find me here on this very channel on Friday for Bad at Games. I have no idea what I'm playing. But I don't know, play something, maybe fun. We'll just chit chat. Maybe we'll play Carrion, just kill some scientists, eat some science boys. You can find me Sunday morning on Prep School. I think we're going to work on, because last weekend we planned on working on a game, but we were lucky and had a guest. And that was super fun. And really, really interesting conversation. But I'm spicy death noodles indeed. But I think this coming weekend we're going to work on the Oblivion Rally, which is my next mini series where everyone's playing orcs driving infernal machines in a Mad Max death race through the geometrical planes of Acheron. So it should be pretty awesome. Then you can find me next Tuesday on Tiny Ming. And then next month on Alternating Monday, we'll be back for Chaos Scar again. I think we've almost got a whole group together. So we orc, we die, we orc again. Exactly.
One quick little reminder that Down Outlands won't be here in 2 weeks.
That's right. Yeah.
We have taken that off because I have to go train some staff people up north. So Shannon's going to be doing a special one-shot, though. So definitely come back and watch. It just won't be Down in Outlands.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, it's my work's fault. It's my work's fault. I got to be up north and have to go for Monday. So
How dare they?
I know.
Anywho's, thank you all. Thank you, Nate, Cassandra, Ryan, Shannon, get to feel better. Thank you, Doug, as always, for all your technical know-how. Thank you, Beard. And thank all of you sexy binks out there for tuning in and enjoying Down Outlands. I hope to see you now in, is it a month?
Oh, sadly, yes.
Be
I
more.
don't like it.
See you in a month. Bye.
Bye.